Hello everyone and welcome to Rift Report. Today we have a very nice Riftbound Origins booster box. 24 packs to go through. I have to say I am very excited to finally start playing Riftbound itself. Watching a lot of content and tournaments being played so far with it. I cannot wait to actually get going myself. A beautiful box with it as well. Let's just go from the top. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm hoping to pull from the box yet. Of course, any of the signature arts would be nice to get, but that's something that we'll have to figure out eventually if we'll get one or not. Any alternate art itself will be good as well. I'm going to be keeping them separate as well, color-based wise, just to have a little bit more order. Call it Glory, Challenge. Undercover Agent, a Vanguard Sergeant. I'm gonna put them off to the side. I think that's easier to track. Sergeant, not Surgeon, Sergeant. Sergeant. We got a Bundle 3. You may hide an additional card here. Pretty nice. Vanguard Helm. A Wallop. First foil Mega Mech. It's pretty good. Reminds me of Rumble, but it's not Rumble itself. So quite nice to see that more of like the residents of Bandle City actually, the Yordles actually work with more mechs. Party Favors. And foil, very nice. And a Seal of Unity. Now that is beautiful. And a Body Rune. There's some guide cards. The seal looks beautiful. I do have some inner sleeves as well, which for like some of the main hits, I'll mostly be putting them in. And I do think that Seal of Unity will fit that. Look at that. The foiling is really nice on these cards as well. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to get into Riftbound itself and finally start playing. I've had multiple experiences with other TCGs like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon that I played myself. And playing League of Legends has been something I've been doing for many years so far. Since season 6, I think I started playing just after the mid-patch update when they still did that with the main changes. I think it was Mages that got the main changes back then. With Malzahar getting his new update. LeBlanc that got the new update that eventually ended up getting reverted. No, actually, I think LeBlanc was in a different one, the Assassin update, which was the season after, if I'm correct. A Riptide Rex. It's a beautiful shark. The art looks so cool on all of these cards. Solari Shrine. Not Shine. Shrine. And a Raging Firebrand. When you play me the next spell, this turn costs 5 less. That is some really good ramp. Another Fury Rune, or at least another Fury Rune. A Fury Rune, some keywords. But yeah, I don't know if I remember them. I know Brand got an update back then. Malzahar got an update. I think Syra as well got one. I think there were a few more, but I don't remember them all from the top of my head. It's been so many years ago. Like 9 years now? Yeah, 9 years. I think this is season 15 or 14. I actually don't remember, which shows how much out of it I've been. Stormclaw Ursine. Rebuke. Forge of the Future. Also very nice. Here we have Fortified Position. When you defend here, choose a unit against its shield 2 this turn. It's also quite nice. Thermo Beam. Catharia of Cloudfield. Oh, there we go. Our first champion unit. Jinx, Demolitionist. Accelerate, you may pay 1 and a rune as an additional cost to have me enter ready. And assault 2, +2 while I'm attacking. When you play me, discard 2. Ooh, and a legend card right off the back after in Lee Sin Blind Monk. 4 and tap above a friendly unit. Oh my god, what is this? We also get another champion unit, a Volibear alt art. Volibear Furious. Deflect 2, you may pay to choose me with a spell or ability. When I attack, deal 5 damage split among any number of units. That is wow. What a pack. And we got a nice Sprite token as well. What a pack was that. 2 champions and a legend ability of Lee Sin Blind Monk. Oh, I think this is the old God Volibear skin. Yeah, I do quite like that they kept most of the art that is already there in the games, because it makes it like very recognizable, of course. One thing that's a little bit unfortunate is like there's a little bit of fuzz here on the top during cuts. It's a bit unfortunate, but for some arts as well, like here, this Jinx Demolitionist. This is not an art that is in the game, but it is still very recognizable because this looks very much like the scene in Arcane, like at the end of season 1 where she fights the super mega death rocket. All in all, very, very nice pack here with both of all 3 of these. Beautiful. Just gonna put them all here side by side. The gear we can move over to the side. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing League of Legends for quite a while. And there have been favorite seasons of mine, of course. And ones that have not been as enjoyable. I remember the Ardent Sensor meta, which was something, to say the least. Worlds-wise, when watching it, it went very, very boring to just see enchanters always. And then it's just, who is the better enchanter? And like the lack of champion variety was very, very unfortunate to see during that time. A Bilgewater Bully. What do we have here? We have Obelisk of Power. Beginning of each player's beginning phase. Player channels 1 rune. Beautiful. Kinku Monk. Salvage. Morbid Return. From a trust to your hand. Oh, there we go. We got Leona. Determined. Shield +1 while I'm a defender. It doesn't deal combat damage this turn. When I attack, stun an enemy unit here. Oh, I forgot to read part of the ability. Recruit token and Convergent Mutation. What is this? This is goop. Looks like some sort of slime, like a Zac blob. But yeah, something like the Ardent Sensor meta was not something I really enjoyed. I've played quite a bit of different roles in my time playing League. I started out as a top laner. Top laner and a jungler was two of my most played roles. Where I played Kha'Zix mostly in jungle and Jax as a top laner. That was before I knew all the very fun jokes that get made about it. But eventually after that I switched to a new account because I wanted to solely play ADC on that account. During Poro, and that account quickly turned into my most played account at the moment, where I played, I think a Jhin was my most played champion, together with Zeri and Sivir. Sivir is the one that I have the best win rate on this season as well, which is quite nice. We have a confront. Overt operation. For each friendly unit, you may spend its buff to ready it, then buff all friendly units. Okay, ooh, a Kai'Sa evolutionary. That is also very nice looking. When a conqueror, you may play a spell from your trash with energy cost less than your points without paying its energy cost, then recycle it. That is very nice. From what I've seen so far, Kai'Sa is like one of the strongest cards at the moment in the meta. At least tournament-wise play. I think it's Master Yi and Kai'Sa are like the top two decks, with Kai'Sa even standing above Master Yi. But I get it. Playing stuff for free is really strong, especially if you're playing like a lot of interaction. I saw Shakedown as well in most of these lists, and it's very good to just either remove something or draw cards. And if you're targeting like a thread on an enemy board, then most likely they will not want to remove it, of course. So they're just gonna let you draw the two cards. Trophian Glory Seeker. There we go. Dune Drake. Grove of the God Willow. When I hold here, draw one. Also quite nice. I haven't looked a lot at the different battlefields. I should have a better look at them for sure. Ooh, what is this? A Mind Splitter. Now that's some good art. When you play me, choose an opponent, they reveal their hand, choose a card from it, and then discard that card. It's a bit not the kind of effect I would like to see on like a 7 cost creature, but still quite nice. The art looks very nice on this. The foiling, once again, beautiful. Last Stand. Action you may place on your turn or in showdown. Give a friendly unit might this turn. Double a friendly unit's might this turn. Sorry, I cannot read. Give it temporary. Kill it at the start of its controller's beginning phase before scoring. Ooh, now that is also a beautiful card. Super Mega Death Rocket. With great foiling as well. Deal 5 damage to a unit. When you conquer, you may discard one card to return this card from your trash to your hand. I mean, that's pretty good. Stuff that returns is always quite nice to have. And this is a double colored spell. So I think this is the first one of double color that we've had. I don't really have a good place to put it down. I guess I can put it below here. Just for our double colored spells. It doesn't fit Lee Sin, so I'll just put it off below it, since it's not a legend. I do have to say the packs are a lot harder to open than, for example, Pokemon or Magic packs. Which is a little bit unfortunate because it has a chance for the cards to cut, and I don't have scissors on me to cut the top, which is a bit unfortunate. I should have prepped that in advance, but for next time now. Nox is hopeful. But yeah, mostly played Zeri, Jin, and Sivir these days. I'm also a big fan of Ashe, but another thing that I did a couple years ago, I don't remember when, I think it was season 11 or season 10. I made a third account, and the reason for that was I wanted to kind of divide accounts between roles that I play. So then I had one where I played top and jungle mostly, one where I solely played ADC, star tipped peak. When you hold, you may channel 1 rune exhausted. That's quite nice. But I had one for ADC then, for top and jungle together. But I also went and made one for mid lane. And I think that is the one that I had the most fun of. Ooh. A Karma Channeler. Vision. When you play me, you may look at the top card of your main deck. You may recycle it. When you cycle one or more cards above a friendly unit. If it doesn't have a buff, it gets +1 buff. Runes aren't cards. It's quite nice. Ooh, and a Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate Gambler. When I attack, reveal the top card of your rune deck. Then recycle it. Do one of the following based on its domain. Deal 2 to an enemy unit here and 1 to all other units here. Draw 1, stun an enemy unit. Alright. The Mind Rune. The Twisted Fate looks kind of nice. It can go in a lot of different decks because it matches the different ones. As long as it's, I don't know, I think Chaos, the purple one? If I say it correctly from the top of my head, I'm not sure actually if it is Chaos. It could be, it could not be. I think, no, it's not the only one that we're missing, because we're also missing the green rune for a little rune cycle here. I do have to say, you do not get a lot of runes in these packs, which is a bit unfortunate. It can be like, take you a while in that case to get all the runes. While, with Pokemon, for example, the TCG, it gives it in every single pack. You get an energy. So you have a chance to quickly build up a lot of energy. Of course, for Pokemon, you might not need a lot of energy. But for Magic, Magic the Gathering, for example, you also get a land in every single pack as well. So you can also quickly build up a collection of lands. I know I have a bunch of boxes. And there are also the bundles there for Magic the Gathering, where you actually get like, I don't know how many lands it is. I think it's like 20. I think you get like 10 of each land. So you get like 50 lands. That's a good way to also fill a collection. But I started playing mid lane on that account then. And that's eventually the account where I ended up getting my highest rank. I think last season, yeah, season 14 is when I got my highest rank. Is I managed to get diamond for the first time playing on my mid lane account. Mostly playing Nico and Hui. I love those champions. They're so fun. When you defend here, you may move a friendly unit here to base. Okay. We get a Gust. We get a Draven Showboat. And a Hand of Noxus Darius. I went a little bit too fast there. But Draven, my might is increased by your points. I really like this for like an aggressive deck. And then Darius, Hand of Noxus, reaction. Add 1. Abilities that add resources can be reacted to, get the effect if played by a card if you tap it. Quite nice. But yeah, Draven really good in like an aggressive deck, like a Darius list, where you just want to go full, get as much points, and then eventually once you get like 3 points, it's already a 6 might, and it only keeps getting bigger. It's going to be really hard for like opponents to deal with as the game goes on. But yeah, like I said, it's quite nice that they use, like here for alternate arts, for example, they use the skins that they already have that exist, but then also give champions like a little bit of a glow up compared to like what they look like currently in game with their splash arts, because some splash arts are just so outdated in League of Legends and really could use an update. Shyvana, for example, I'm pretty sure she's getting a rework now, which I can't wait to try out. I do think they're gonna keep the dragon switching theme. I mean, it's our whole gimmick, but I think Shyvana could do better with like what they did to Xin Zhao, and just slightly upgrade the abilities instead of a full rework. Then again, Xin Zhao got an entire visual update not too long ago because of the events that are going on now surrounding Ionia and a new Darkin champion that's coming out. Pardon me. But I think that Shyvana could get like the same kind of treatment in that case. Just upgrade her abilities a little bit, because I don't think that she, like her Q and her W probably are the only ones that should be changed. Her E, I think, is still fine as it is. Let's get like a little bit of an update. Meditation. Zonia's Hourglass. Lovely. Oh, that is beautiful. It's a beautiful foiling of Kai'Sa Legends. Wow. Look at that. It's so shiny. Well, it looks like it's plastered on there as well. Oh, this is sick. But this is a lot different from like the Darius one. Let me take it out of the sleeve real quick. Come on. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, this is a lot different here. This is as you can also see, this is 253 from 298. And here Kai'Sa is 299 from 298. So, oh, that's beautiful. I don't know what kind of card it is exactly, because I did not check too much for like alternate arts and different versions, but this looks beautiful. This is a great card. I think this is something different. Kind of reminds me of like illustration rares from Pokemon. Or just a completely different variant. Like you have full arts, for example. You have gold arts, maybe rainbow rares, that kind of stuff. I think this kind of represents an illustration rare to some extent. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but yeah. Great pull, if I say so myself. Even though it might seem like my reaction is a little bit too little for what it is. Then again, I haven't put too much attention into like the different card variants yet. I've only watched some gameplay for it, hoping to get some games going myself. There hasn't been a date yet set for like my local game stores where we have pre-release events or like events where we can play Reckoner's Arena when you hold the activate the conquer effects of units here. Okay, we got a Lee Sin. Accelerate, you may pay to have him enter ready. Other buffed friendly units at my battlefield have +2. Beautiful. We have an Echo. Not gonna lie, I don't really like this Echo art. I really like the version in Arcane, a lot more of Echo. I think it looks much better in there. But Accelerate and Death Knell. Recycle me to ready your runes. Oh, look at that Lee Sin. Get another alt art. Lee Sin centered with Godfist Lee Sin. That is beautiful as well. Oh, it has like a glowy effect. Like here, if you look behind there, yeah, it has like a kind of aura it gives off, like the godly powers to an extent. This one does not have the like the cuts or the fluff on the top or the side. So that's also really nice. Let me sleeve this one up as well. That's quite nice. But yeah, I don't really like this variation of Echo. I know it's like the original design that he had in like his first release trailer against Urgot. Was it Urgot? I think it was. I don't remember if it was Urgot. I think it was. Yeah, it's that kind of design of Echo. But after watching Arcane and seeing like Echo in action in that show, I just quite like the version that they made for him there, which is also why I really like in-game the Firelight Echo skin, or the True Savior, Voice Savior. I don't know what the other one called is, but that's released after Season 2 aired. But yeah, it's like I find it a really better design, in my opinion. I quite like it a lot more than what they first did with it. Then again, Arcane wasn't canon at the time, now is, because they were making an entire storyline about it with like the current season that's happening. And to be honest, I like it. I like that they're making it a canon. Like updating it. It really gives like a little bit more feel, like you actually get guided through it, especially now with seasons and the stories that they make, the little comics. I quite like them. When you hold here, buff a unit. Okay. It's much better, in my opinion, when you have like something to go towards. Because the build-up that they did, for example, now for the new Darken champion, is really, really nice as well. I can't wait to see actually what he looks like. I know there have been some spoilers, I think, but I haven't seen them yet myself. We get a Vi. Recycle 1 from your trash. Give me +1 this turn. That's good. Oh, that's a beautiful card as well. Set the boss. Oh yeah, here we go. I was correct. It was a Chaos Rune. But a legend, set the boss. When a buffed unit you control would die, you may pay and exhaust me to spend its buff and recall it exhausted instead. When you conquer, ready me. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I can't wait for like more champions to also get added into the game. Because right now they're not really sticking to certain places, but they're sticking to a lot of like main faces that people recognize. Like everyone recognizes Ahri, everyone recognizes Jinx because of Arcane. People recognize Yasuo because it's the most toxic champion that people like to complain about. People recognize Teemo because he's cute, that kind of stuff. But I really hope that they're gonna be adding like more unknown champions to like these legend cards, because so far we have like Darius, Lee Sin, Kai'Sa, Set. A lot of them are recognizable, but I really feel like something like a Yorick legend, for example, would be something cool. Or in my opinion, Nico. If there is a Nico legend that I can play, I'm gonna be playing that as main deck, no matter how bad it might be. That is how it will go. I will not stop playing that deck ever. Stealthy Pursuer. This kind of reminds me of Samira, but that's mostly just because of the eye patch, I'd say. The hair also kind of looks the same, so Call the Weak. Wild Claw Shaman. Zonite Bouncer. Facebreaker. Oh, we got our first dupe of a battlefield, but this one is in foil, so that's why I think. Grove of the God Willow. The foiling actually looks really great still. Wow. Grand Stratagem. Give friendly units +5 this turn. Okay. Also very nice. Also very nice. We got a Tide Turner and another Chaos Rune. I mean, we're getting there with rune wise. We're getting there. Tide Turner also looks like an elephant of sorts. Very pretty as well still. I also quite like how many cards there are in a pack. You get quite a lot. Build up a good collection from this booster box. We have a second one still sitting here to be unpacked eventually. Meditation. Disintegrate. A Vanguard Captain. A Pit Rookie. Oh, she's like a nosebleed or something. Also looks very cool though. Looks like a really cool character. But then again, like most of these champions or people, not champions, but most of these unit cards, if they like, I can see them being used for like different champions. Like here, the Spectral Matron. I don't think this is Yorick's. No. Looks close to, but like this also could be a champion. A monster champion. I can see it. What do you have here? You have Targon's Peak. When you conquer here, ready 2 runes at the end of this turn. Okay. Dangerous Duo. On guard. We got a Warwick champion unit. Okay. When I enter ready. When I attack, kill all damaged enemy units here. Okay. That's quite cool. But like here, yeah, this one, for example, for Warwick, this is just the splash art. That's pretty cool. And we got a Raids of Echoes, unit Shadow Owls. First time a friendly unit dies each turn, draw a card. Okay. Again, the foiling. Like, this just surprises me. Because a lot of games, card games in this case, have sometimes issues with foiling. Like Magic the Gathering, where they fucking turn into a Pringle and curl up all the way. I hate it when that happens. Like, I open a very beautiful card in foil, but then it just completely curls up. It's something that we've seen with like secret layers from Magic the Gathering as well, which is also very unfortunate. But in this case, they don't seem to really curl up, but that's also because these cards are like a little bit thicker. And you're a little bit thicker than your usual Magic cards or Pokemon cards, which is quite nice. I quite like it a lot more. Easier to hold. But that is also, I think, what is causing this fluff, because they're more close, they're more thicker, so there's more to cut off, which can cause this fluffing. Back to back. We got a Void Seeker. Really nice art for it though, with Kaisa in the background. Just firing it off, beautiful. Discipline. We got an Altar to Unity as well. When I hold here, play 1 recruit unit token in your base. Okay, that's quite nice. Build up an army, yeah. Stand United. Yeah, Yasuo. Remorseful. When I attack, deal damage equal to my white to an enemy unit here. Okay. Ooh, and we got another seal. A Seal of Strength. And a Sprite token. Okay. Got 2 seals. That's quite nice. Seal of Unity and Seal of Strength. So now, if I want to play set, I can do so. With two seals in my deck. That's quite nice. Or Darius. I think Darius also has both of those colors. Actually, no, Darius I think is... No, Darius is... Maybe Fury and... Not Fury and Body, Fury and Order. I still have to get used to the way that they're called. Because right now we got most of them. We got Chaos, we got Mind, Body, Order, Fury, and there's one more, which is the green one, but I don't know the name of it. I can't think of it. And this is kind of unfortunate at the moment that I cannot come up with it. Because I feel not prepared enough, so to say, you know? But it's okay. And a falling comet. Also quite nice. But I feel like the sheer amount of cards that we've gotten so far and seen is really good to help like start a collection, like I said. And with only this being the first set, of course, it also makes it a lot more easier to build decks, because you can actually check and put them in if needed. Traveling Merchant. Ooh, we got a Trifarian War Camp. Units here have +1. +1 might. Nice. Adaptatron. Oh, we got a second one as well. In foil this time. Oh, and there we have a champion unit. Reaver's Row. When you defend here, you may move a friendly unit. Oh, that's a double. That's good. Again, we got Shen Kinku. Reaction, play anytime, even before spells and abilities resolve, including to the battlefield you control. Shield +2. And tank, I must be assigned combat damage first. Okay. And we got a Maddened Marauder. And a Body Rune. But yeah, I really hope that there will be like more of these legends. Oh, you should not be here. You go there, Yasuo, my bad. I really hope there are like more of these. Oh, I ripped my sleeve. That's unfortunate. Hold up. That is sucky. Card too thick, it rips my sleeves. We were just talking about card thickness. No, I think I just put the side in too early. Yeah, like one of the cards that I do think I want to get, because I do know that here is Lagoon Dragon Kaisa, which is the alternate art variant of Kaisa. It's because I really like that skin. Like the different dragons itself are really cool. And Lagoon Dragon, it's not the main skin I play when playing Kaisa. I have IG Kaisa for that because it just looks so nice. There are like a lot of skins in League of Legends where it's just playing the skin makes the champion feel better to play. A big example is with Ashe. Like, if I play a skin with Ashe that is not Project, Spirit Blossom, or High Noon, I just feel like I'm not attacking fast enough. Like, the auto attack animation of Ashe itself does not look nice with those, unless I compare it to the other three. We have Vayne Hunter, Assault 3. If an opponent controls a battlefield, I enter ready. And I conquer, you may pay 1 to return me to my owner's hand. Okay. Oh, we got a Misfortune Bounty Hunter. Oh, there we go. A Calm Rune. That's it. A Calm Rune. Okay, nice. Nice. I don't know what to think of this Vayne art. Again, the fluff right here is crazy. I don't know what to think of this Vayne art. She looks quite nice. I like the outfit, but I don't know if this is the kind of like art rework that I expected from Vayne. And again, she could use a little bit. She's one of the champions that can use like some splash art updates. A lot of them actually can. In my opinion, Riot should just do a lot of like these visual changes, a lot more to more champions. because it feels kind of lacking with what they do now. Like, they don't bring out enough changes or content, I guess. Give unit ganking this turn for misfortune. Wow. Because there are too many new skins coming out, in my opinion, that are not necessary. Like, who needs the 75th Lux or Katarina skin, for example? And I think they can use that time rather to then update skins that are there and then sell those again. I mean, I get it from like a business standpoint, where they want to make new skins to sell them, make money, and if they update old skins, then people that already have them will not buy it, so they'll lose out on money. It's the same kind of crying that they did with the removing Hextech chests, for example, because it was costing them money. Yeah, no shit. You're giving out free shit. You're making the community happy with them, and then they get removed. When you conquer, you may spend a buff to draw one. Okay, but they get removed, then you lose a lot of credibility, I guess. Not really credibility, but like you lose good in the eye of the consumer, so to say. Fiora victorious. When I'm mighty, I have deflect, ganking, and shield. I'm mighty while I have +5. Okay. Rasa the Sunderer. Cost 1 less for each card in your thrash. And Lee Sin. Okay. What is this Lee Sin art? Lee Sin aesthetic. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me do this correctly real quick. Let me sleeve up this Fiora. This is a different Lee Sin. Yeah. This is a completely different Lee Sin, because we have Lee Sin centered right here. And then we also now have Lee Sin Ascentic. So there are two different ones. Tap buff me. Yeah, there are two different colors as well. This is calm, and this is the body. Quite nice though. I like it. But yeah, then again, they're printing. I'm not sure why they would print two different versions in this case. I feel like it would be better to then just give that spot to like a different champion, have someone else be represented, than having like two different ones, you know? But that's my opinion. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the box. Got a Cleave, a Stupefy, Wheel of Water, Blazing Scorcher, Call to Glory, Bilgewater Bully. I'm trying to make sure that it's in the middle of the screen, because it's a bit hard sometimes, because you kind of lose track as you're moving all the way from side to side. And we got the Arena's Greatest. Beginning of your beginning phase, that player gains 1 point. Okay. Wild. Discipline. A Pit Rookie. A Wizened Elder. Dr. Mundo. And a Mind Rune. Dr. Mundo. My might is increased by the number of cards in your trash. Beginning of your beginning phase, recycle 3 cards from your trash. Okay. Interesting, Mundo. I mean, that sounds like a fun game mechanic to increase like what you have in your graveyard, or in this case trash, and then put them back in. You can pick them as well, so you can really cycle between cards, which is quite nice. And because he gets a might buff, can this one open? Why is it being so rough on me? And because it increases his might by the cards in your trash, it's really hard to get rid of. Stalwart Poro, Cleave again. Got an Eager Apprentice. Charm. Fury of Blades. A Mystic Poro. Faithful Manufacturer. Cloudfield. Here we got the Zon Warrens. When you conquer here, discard one, then draw one. Okay. Dangerous Duo, Vanguard Captain. We got Caitlyn Patrolling. Possession. This Caitlyn is quite nice. I like this one. Like, this is the... Oh, what's it? The Secret Squad from Arcane kind of design. Like, where she goes with the gas mask. I quite like this. Must assign combat damage last. Okay. Tap, deal damage equal to my might to a unit at a battlefield. Uses ability only while she's at a battlefield. It's quite good. Quite good. Kind of lets you poke out certain champions, I guess. Kind of like removal. You can buffer, remove multiple things. I'm gonna take these out of the box already. We got 5 more packs right now. I'm gonna put them to the side because otherwise I'm gonna keep moving everything over here. Let's see what we can get out of these 5 packs. Signature arts are for sure one of the main things you want to be craving for, but to be honest, any alt art right now is what I'll be happy with. It's the first box I have that I opened, so anything is good to have to stack onto the collection. Rebuke, Faithful Manufacturer, Arena Bar, Ride the Wind. We got a Sigil of the Storm. When I conquer here, recycle one of your runes. Okay. Pack of Wonders, Singularity, Daring Poro. There we have a set. Kingpin. Get +1 for each buffed friendly unit at my battlefield. Okay. Ooh, we got a signature spell. Again, Dragon's Rage. Okay, so we got a Death Rocket and we got Dragon's Rage. Also really nice foiling. Move an enemy unit, then choose another enemy unit as destination. They may deal damage equal to their might to each other. Oh, they deal, not they may. They just deal. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like the kick. Decent ult, yeah. Kick them into one another and they deal damage to one another. Makes sense, makes sense. Very, very nice though as well. Got 2 of them. And then the Kingpin. For set. Also very, very nice. Put that in a sleeve. Beautiful. Must be assigned combat damage first. Not sure yet what those mean exactly, like tank. I mean, I don't know if they... I feel like they don't do damage at the same time. I think that's what that means. And again, I only watched some games. I haven't played myself yet, so it's really... Like, watching is different than actually playing, of course. Because playing, you get to understand it and play with it and figure out how it works. While watching, you're just gonna go like, oh, okay. Yeah, this and this, and it works. Okay, good to know that that works. Like, it has its benefits to watch, but I think the benefits of playing yourself is a lot better than just watching. So that's why I can't wait to actually get started now. Back alley bar. When a unit moves from here, give it +1. Okay. Like, for example, I also got the battleground, I think it's called. Let me double check real quick what it was called. Whirlwind. It's quite nice. Now the proving ground is what I got. But we got that one to kind of start playing. Gonna be playing that with my partner most likely. Maybe they will get into the game. I don't know. They're not really a big League of Legends fan. Get a Mistfall. When you buff a friendly unit, you may pay and exhaust this to ready it. Okay. I got a Nocturne. I love this Nocturne art. That looks really sick and menacing. Ganking. When you look at cards on the top of your deck and don't draw them and you see me, you may play me for beautiful. I love that. That's a really, really nice. I really like the idea of him like popping up, so to say. Like Nocturne just shows up and then it's on the battlefield. And that for like a 4 cost. Like you can get him for like one rune. All right, well, unfortunately the video cut out real quick. No more space on my phone to record, but we fixed it. We're back. Gonna have to put those together, but let's finish up these last 3 packs. We're almost there, so let's make sure that these 3 packs are popping. Hextech Ray, got a Pit Crew, a Rune Prison, a Crackshot Corsair, Fighter Flight, Soaring Scout, Confront, Energy Conduit, Windswept Hillock. Units here have ganking. That's quite nice. Getting to other places. Fading Memories. Albus Pharaohs. Got a Darius right here. Nice. Ooh, and an alternate art set. Okay. What is... This is the guy who looked like a weird superhero. What the fuck? I mean, it looks alright. I prefer the original art over set. To be honest, a lot of sets art, like in skin, splash arts and such, can be a lot better. Like, in my opinion, they should have used Obsidian Dragon for this. That would have been much better. Like using Obsidian Dragon for it. I think that would be a lot better and nicer looking. We got a Darius as well. Nice. Get into our second to last pack. We're almost there. Sky Splitter, Jeweled Colossus. I got another On Guard, a Sneaky Deckhand. Trifarian Glory Seeker, Paka Cub, an Ember Monk, Imperial Decree. Right here we got a Void Gate. Spells and abilities affecting units here deal 1 bonus damage. Okay. Blasco and Fae, Legion Rearguard. Ooh, we got a Jinx. That looks very nice. Jinx Legend, Loose Cannon. We got a Kraken Hunter as well. That Jinx looks really nice, in my opinion. Very, very pretty looking. Start of your beginning phase, draw 1 if you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand. I know this is in one of the starter decks. I'm pretty sure that this Jinx pilots. But I feel like that starter deck is really, really, really weak compared to like the other 2. Yeah, that is something I haven't really played around with too much. Like, it looks nice to have like those kind of drawing effects if you have nothing, and it kind of makes sure you can keep going. Yeah, it's also hard to play because if you run out and you cannot get it, then you're a little fucked, so to say. Like, if you cannot keep the gas going with an aggressive deck like this, increase the points needed to win the game by 1. Okay. Herald of Scales. Kind of like to stall out or something. A Licensed Armory. A Ravenbloom student. Ooh, there we go. The Volley Bear. This is the original one, I'm pretty sure. Imposing. Actually, no, this is a different Volley Bear also. Yeah, this is Furious. This is Imposing. Okay. Imposing. Shield 3, tank. When an opponent moves to a battlefield other than mine, draw 1. Okay, that's really cool. We got a Victor as well. A Victor on the back. Where you play a card on an opponent's turn, play a recruit unit token in your base. Alright, also quite nice. Got 2 more champion units out of it. all in all, I think it was a pretty good box. I really like this box. Good first box to open, so to say. Like we got a bunch of nice stuff, so I have nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about at all. But let's quickly go over it. So in the champion pile, Victor, Volibear, Darius, Nocturne, Set, Caitlyn, Dr. Mundo, Lee Sin, Ascentic, in that case, Fiora, Vayne, Shen, Yasuo, Warwick, Vi, Lee Sin Centered, okay, the different Lee Sin, Echo, Draven, Karma, Twisted Fate, Kaisa, Leona, and Jinx. That's very nice. Then we got our legend cards. We got 5 total, which is quite nice. Quite nice. Nothing to complain about. Loose Cannon, Bounty Hunter, Misfortune, Jinx Loose Cannon. Sorry. Set the Boss, Darius Hand of Noxus, and Lee Sin Blind Monk. Then we got our alternate arts right here with Volibear Furious, Lee Sin Centered. I feel like this one is also a bit different, but oh well. Champion unit with Set Kingpin. So yeah, quite the nice array of alternate art as well. Then you got 2 seals, Seal of Unity and Seal of Strength. Got 2 signature spells, Dragon's Rage and Super Mega Death Rocket. And lastly, this very beautiful Kaisa, Daughter of the Void. I love this one so much. It's really sick. I'm gonna have a look as well for what exactly this variation of art is. It doesn't look like an alternate art because it is not. It doesn't have the A right here, but it is above the main count. But Jason Chan, really nice art that you made for this. It's beautiful. All right, but with that, that's the first box of Riftbound. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be sure to put out more content when opening new boxes and eventually playing the game. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time.